you back here. We back here on the Rewind. When you with your man Landon Lavarius, and I got my boy DJ Franchise here. And this week we're going in on the movie Glass, and we're also going in on Netflix original from Killer Mike, Trigger Warning.
Trigger Warning.
Come see what me and my man the Bully got to say this week here on the Rewind. You know what it is, man. We here back on the Rewind. I'm with my man Franchise, and we're about to go in on the new hit M. Night Shyamalan movie, Glass.
Yeah.
Major shout out to M. Night Shyamalan on this movie. He wrote, produced, directed, and even financed this movie, which is you gotta give somebody props when they can do that about their art. It's the third installment of the trilogy. The movie Glass stars Samuel Jackson, and he stars as Mr. Glass in the movie, who is a mastermind.
Mastermind.
Black man is a mastermind. I know you're a big comic book guy. What do you think of this?
Yeah. Listen, man, I'm a big comic book fan. Shout out to M. Night Shyamalan. He did his thing, man. From Unbreakable, you know what I'm saying? You had Samuel Jackson and Bruce Willis in that first series. Yeah. And within that first series, you know, Samuel Jackson plays Mr. Glass. He has this theory that there are superheroes among us. And he does some crazy stuff by blowing up a whole train. And one man survives who's unbreakable, and that's Bruce Willis. And then he went from Split with multiple personalities. And within this multiple personality, this guy has like the strength of 10 tigers. He's the beast.
Gotta love the beast.
And Samuel Jackson makes his, appearance in that one. And now we get M. Night Shyamalan's Glass.
And I got a question for you for today.
What's that?
Is the black audience only going to see Glass because Samuel Jackson's the lead in it?
You really ask me that?
Yes, I asked you that.
Listen, we're gonna go see this movie because it's a dope set of movies. It doesn't matter. That's like you're going to see Star Wars and then skipping to see the last Star Wars. And that's what M. Night Shyamalan's doing. He's actually giving us a new perspective of this comic book. He's me, man. I should call him Franchise. Because that's what he's doing.
He's trying to create a franchise?
He's creating a new franchise with new comic books. He's going against DC and Marvel right now.
I think his franchise fell a little short. I'm going to be honest with you. It's a little too off-brand for my liking. I'm not a big comic book head. The only reason I really wanted to see Glass is because Samuel Jackson was in the movie. The movie was terribly slow for the first hour when Samuel Jackson wasn't around. He's the lead of the movie. He's nowhere to be found. I think this franchise falls short of what DC or Marvel is. Samuel Jackson is the only reason I think the black audience is going to see, because if you put someone like Liam Neeson in that spot as Samuel Jackson, I'm not going to see that movie. I don't care for it at all. It was more of an inclusionary thing by having Samuel Jackson there. To me, Samuel Jackson carries the entire movie. The first hour of the movie is so boring. I was fighting my sleep the entire time. I could barely stay awake. The only thing that kept me awake the entire time was I knew Samuel Jackson was coming, and he came and he delivered. And to me, that was the entire movie, was his mastermind.
People are gonna come because they want to see superheroes. And right now, that's the biggest draw in the box office. I give this a solid 8. There's a lot of things that I enjoyed about this movie. First of all, Sarah Paulson, who plays an American Horror Story, she's sick in this movie. Samuel Jackson does a great job. I love the energy in this movie, the superheroes, the story. I think M. Night Shyamalan, who also makes his appearance in this movie, that's his little thing, just like Marvel, you know what I'm saying? But overall, people are gonna go see this because it's a good set of movies.
I disagree with Franchise. I give this movie a 5. This movie was terribly slow at the beginning. It wasn't until Samuel Jackson came around that the movie got any interest at all. It was great to see a black man be a mastermind and just kind of take over, be the smartest man in the room. You rarely ever get to see that. Samuel Jackson gives a great performance, and I just loved him in the movie, man. I was sleepy without him around. It was not good. You like that movie?
People are gonna go see this because it's a dope trilogy, man. And guess what? We're doing a rewind on Killer Mike's Netflix series, Trigger Warning.
Hell yeah, man. I love this series.
What do you think about
Man,
this?
of course I love this series. You got Killer Mike, who produced and he starred in and hosted this docuseries for Netflix, which is an original. And he tackles issues that's going on in Black America, from gang life to drugs to poverty, even in religion. And he does it in a way of satire. So he kind of lightens the mood with the whole seriousness of what's going on.
All right, so the Bully gotta ask you this question. Is Killer Mike's series gonna move our culture forward or backwards?
I definitely think it's gonna move it forward because he's bringing awareness to things that are serious issues in Black America, from the fact that we don't grow our own food. We can't get black food anywhere, to the fact that we need to support more black-owned businesses. At the same time, we need to make whites our allies and not just, you can't just hold everything in the community, but also support black. And that's what he was promoting in that.
In the pilot episode where he's supposed to be supporting black businesses, Bob, he doesn't go to the extreme. We need to see him go to the extreme. Yeah, it's cool that he's not eating. It's cool that he's riding a bike. But really, the clothing on your back is not black owned. The bike he's riding around and pedaling through Atlanta is not black owned. We need to see that extreme. People need to see you make that sacrifice.
See, that's why I think satire. That's why I think some people are missing the message. That's where the satire comes in. He was trying to do that. He was just trying to show you how difficult it was. And secondly, nobody wants to see Killer Mike naked. Nobody wants to see Killer Mike without his clothes on. So I really appreciate him staying clothed the entire time, no matter what.
I just think that people like myself that are a little dyslexic, we need to see this. We need to see the extreme. You know what I'm saying? We need the actual blueprint. Step 1, step 2, and step 3. That's what I need to see from Killer Mike.
This series is innovative and informative, and I give this series a 9. I thought it was moving the culture forward. I thought he challenged the establishment the entire time. He wasn't saying only talk to black people. He was saying we have allies from the Asian community, the Indian community, and the white community, and we can all work together to support black-owned businesses.
Listen, you know what it is, man. The bully gives us a strong 5. But power to my man Mike, man. I'm all for his brain capacity. I would love to see him in politics, man. But I give this a solid 5. The show didn't do nothing for me.
That's it for us here on The Rewind. This your man, Landon Lavarius. I'm here with my man, DJ Franchise, The Bully. And you can catch us on globalgrind.com, #The Rewind, to find out what we got going on each and every week. I'm going to get a haircut at the swag shop right now, man.
But the new show is going to be called Dyslexic.
Dyslexic? You should spell it backwards. Oh! Killer Mike says, give me your tired, give me your poor, give me your motherfucking juggalos.